It's a serious topic.
Uh-oh. I can only imagine which one you're going to talk about now.
Because you were contacted by one of your customers and he said, Joel, he's dead. What do I do when my client dies? Crap.
That's got to be a horrible feeling when you have a contract in place. In this case, this person even had additional project work that was scheduled to be done actually the next day. And the person that signs the checks and approves everything is no longer there.
To be cold about this, I feel terrible that my customer contact is gone, dead,
Yes.
gone.
Yes.
On the other side of that, am I going to get paid for the thing that I'm supposed to do tomorrow? Should I be doing that thing tomorrow?
Those are all the questions that went through this client's mind. I don't want to sound callous and cold, but am I going to get paid? Who do I call? Who else do you know within the company that you can at least ask these questions?
So they called you. What'd you tell them?
Exactly what I just said.
Okay.
Who else do you deal within the company that you might be able to ask? Well, I know the person at the reception desk. Well, that's a good start. They know other people in the business. They would know because the company didn't close its doors. Somebody's running it. In this case, this individual wasn't just a contact. It was the owner of the company. A lot of those questions do flow through a person's mind. You don't want to be cold to the whole situation, but boy, I perform work and I'm supposed to get paid and I have this extra work that he's already signed off on. What do I do? How do I know if I'm supposed to still show up? Sometimes you get so excited when you get a signature on a contract and you don't think of the what ifs. Having contingency plans at the very beginning when you sign contracts, when you're talking to your clients, you got to ask questions that may be uncomfortable. It will ease you going forward because you asked the right questions and you got the answers that you need. Everything goes through you, but what if you're not here, incapacitated, God forbid, passed away? Who's the next person I should reach out to? How do I ensure that this stays seamless? Does the company close upon your non-existence? You might have to ask those questions, and they're not easy questions to ask. Particularly when you just got a signature saying, oh, you got the work. But it does help you as a business owner formulate what do you do. You should have contingency plans for everything.
Yeah.
A good example of that has actually happened within my own company a few years ago when I contracted COVID and I ended up in the hospital. I was in ICU for 5.5 weeks on a ventilation pipe and I really couldn't do much of anything. The individual that reported directly for me, who had their vacation requests authorized by me, because they're my direct report, I own the company, they told themselves, oh, sorry, your vacation's been canceled. And they ran the company. They knew that they were the contingency plan upon something that I couldn't do. In addition to that, I had a legal document signed about who could sign for the money, who could sign checks, who had authority to go to the banks, because I'm the only signing authority on the account, and that's not always a smart thing to do, but having that contingency plan in place about who can sign those checks. So not only look at it from your client's standpoint, but even look at it from your own company standpoint. God forbid you pass away, you really don't care anymore, but you probably care for the people that work for you, and you want to make sure that that company is going to pay the employees at the end of the week. Having contingency plans in place, not just with clients, but within your own company, are very important.
Seeing that you had put those plans in place for your own business, it was easier to advise your customer on how to work with their customer, primary contact who'd passed away.
Yes. They didn't have those in place at the time that happened, but they have gone back to their other clients to ensure that all those types of situations are in place. You might be dealing with somebody and all of a sudden they don't work there anymore. It might even not even be death. They may have been terminated.
Yeah.
They may have taken a job somewhere else. Well, you need to know who to talk to.
Last question on this one.
Yes.
Some people don't want to bring up the, hey, if you croak question.
It is uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. Do you find in speaking with your direct customers and instructing your customers to speak with their direct customers that they are taken more seriously because they've asked these questions?
I do believe that these other companies are taken more seriously because they are looking at all the risks in a company rather than just looking at the shiny dollar amount that they're going to get on a monthly basis or a yearly basis. And it shows that they really want to do the best job for the company.
Yeah. Great advice, Joel. Thank you.
You're welcome.